Fiveish Fangirls, I love you, and I'm one of the Fiveish. In fact, I'm the biggest one of the Fiveish. I am the Sixth Doctor Colin Baker, and I wish you all well. Have fun.
The tangents this week continue all the way to episode 509 of the Fiveish Fangirls podcast. Mr. Montaigne, I want to register my astonishment at Galactic Security's lack of judgment over this appointment. Welcome, everyone, to this week's episode of the Fiveish Fangirls podcast. So glad to join us. Let's start off like a direct with the virtual table and see who joined us this week.
This is Brittany in Bengal.
Chrissy in Salt Lake City.
This is Holly from Wisconsin.
And this is Rachel in Indianapolis, Indiana. Hello, everyone.
Hello, everybody.
Yes. For those that had Labor Day here in the United States off, hopefully you've enjoyed the 3-day weekend if you were fortunate enough to have such a thing. I know I greatly appreciate it. Considering the only break between now that I have next is fall break, and that is like more than a month from now. So I will take what I can get. Oh, the weather was really nice this weekend, though.
Yes.
So I mean, for a 3-day weekend, we could not have asked for better weather. So Chauncey grilled out yesterday. We had people over. We had like the doors and the windows open. So it has been fabulous weather-wise. So, all right. Well, we have a little bit of news to cover. So I think Disney's slightly making up for their minuscule presence at Fandom Christmas, because we had Destination D23 over the weekend at the Walt Disney World Resort, and actually our friend Heather of the Broadway Fan Club was there sending this the occasional picture and stuff. So
we got to live vicariously through her for that, and we much appreciate
little bit. So we got some movie related news from pretty much all of the the various arms that is Disney. I mean, a lot of the stuff that they showed just for the people attending, so there's not really necessarily a whole lot out there.
Right.
There's some concept art out there that is available to the public, but we got some announcements as far as film. So Toy Story is being returned to theaters for its 30th anniversary, which is scary. We got the people attending got a bit more a little preview of what Toy Story 5 is going to entail, including the announcement that Conan O'Brien is going to be voicing a character. Apparently he's going to be voicing a potty training toy named Smarty Pants, which sounds kind of perfect for Conan O'Brien, if you ask me.
Yeah.
So
very apropos.
Yeah. They've also made the announcement that Toy Story, specifically Buzz Lightyear, is going to be in this year's Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade in balloon form.
Oh, cool.
Yep. They also talked about Pixar's film coming out next year called Hexed. And it is going to be about a teenage boy going through the very awkward teenage phase that is being a teenage boy, and his mom, who apparently is this is what they're saying, they are calling her type A, And apparently they're going to find the discovery is that his awkwardness may not just be the fact that he's a teenage boy, but there might be a little bit of magic involved.
Interesting.
Yeah. They showed more footage from the Mandalorian and Grogu movie, which we're still not seeing the light of day to the public. Apparently it also included a ton of adorable Grogu moments. Like, I need the Grogu, give me the Grogu.
Give me the little guy with that wants the chocolate milk and chicky nuggies, please.
Yeah. Excuse me. I guess another movie on the Pixar slate is a film called Hoppers, which follows a girl named Mabel who jumps into the mind of a beaver and has to work with other beavers and animals to stop the mayor from building a highway that will destroy nature, essentially.
Okay. That time I was expecting something completely different.
Right, I
Yep.
remember seeing that. I thought it was maybe something to do with like A Bug's Life.
Yeah. Or she turned into a rabbit.
Thing.
Yes, well, we already have a rabbit leading lady. Her name is Judy Hopps.
That's true. Yeah.
Pixar, are you even talking to the other animation studio under in that umbrella? Because I'm like we already like Zootopia 2 is already coming out this fall. So,
Yes, which they got a look at that as well, including I don't know if we knew this already or not, but Patrick Warburton is going to be including his dulcet tones in the cast of Zootopia 2 as Mayor Wind Dancer.
Yeah.
And yes,
that's
that is a horse. He is a horse. So
all right. Anything, Patrick Warburton, whatever he's.
I mean, Croc is one of the greatest Disney characters of all time.
Anytime he shows up in anything, like I don't know if any of you ever watched. I don't know if any of you ever watched the Netflix series of unfortunate events where he is like the narrator Lebanese Snicket. I'm just like,
yes,
you're chef's kiss. You're perfect in this. So it should be fun to have him in that movie.
Yeah. Yeah, Heather sent us a picture of him while on stage. I'm like, is that Patrick Warburton?
I think it is.
It's like, it's Zootopia too. So, yeah. I guess they got a little message from the set of Avengers Doomsday, because that is full on in production. A clip from Tron Ares, because Disney owns almost everything. We're getting a new Ice Age movie. this one called Ice Age Boiling Plate, which does not sound good considering what happened to the actual Ice Age. So
right.
Yeah. Speaking of Tron, the Tron attractions at Walt Disney World and I believe, yes, are getting a temporary overlay, along with some of the music that is going to be in the film, from Trent Reznor and Nine Inch Nails. So that's cool. They did announce D23 Expo, the Disney Fandom Christmas, will be happening next year, next August 14th through 16th. So we get Disney Fandom Christmas next year. And then more park related, we are getting a documentary called Disneyland Handcrafted, which is going to go on Disney Plus and goes into the construction of Disneyland, with some behind the scenes stuff, which that's pretty cool. Over at the Magic Kingdom, Carousel Progress, which pretty much has been the same since its introduction. With very minimal changes, mostly just technological updates to make sure that it continues to run. Is getting a major update, something it has not gotten in about 30 years. But it is getting a new introduction because right now it's just a voiceover. But now we're getting a proper scene with Walt Disney in animatronic form. So for those that don't know, we do have our first ever official Walt Disney animatronic over Disneyland, in celebration of, of course, Disneyland's 70th anniversary, the Walt Disney Company just having its 100th anniversary, all that fun stuff. So now that the Walt animatronic, glass ceiling has been busted, we're getting another one. So, but this time in Florida. So that's pretty cool. And then some sneak peeks at the newest cruise ship that is getting ready to take her maiden voyage, the Disney Destiny. It's they got a little hint at some of the food and drinks, mostly drinks, that are going to be available in some of the themed lounge and bar areas. That includes a Doctor Strange themed Sanctum lounge, which, oh my God, whenever I get on that ship, I'm going to probably spend most of my time in that lounge.
Don't blame you.
Yeah. There is they're also getting a Pirates of the Caribbean themed bar called the Cask and Canyon. And there's also going to be a Haunted Mansion parlor. That is going to be, I guess, a sister parlor to the one that's already aboard the Disney Treasure. But the menu is going to be different. So, also a bit of an update on the villains themed land that we're getting at Walt Disney World. And the Imagineers have doing what they do best, and when terminology and the like does not already exist, they create their own. And in this case, they have coined the term conjured architecture.
I like it.
Yes. So this is how they're describing how they are utilizing the magical fluid and organic appearance of both the animated villains and the Art Nouveau style of construction. So that's pretty cool. Like, I like it. I like it. Land of Frozen will be officially opening at Disneyland Paris spring of next year. Along with the renaming of the Walt Disney Studios Park, which is the second park over at the Disneyland, the Paris parks. Is now going to be known as Disney Adventure World, which makes more sense considering it was never an active studio, unlike the studio in Florida. So that, and when you add something like Frozen, and you're essentially going to have the North Mountain with Elsa's giant ice castle, adventure is probably more appropriate. So also Florida, Cinderella's Castle is getting a facelift, new paint job. So very similar to the original colors that it was when it was originally built, because it's had a few changes over the year, although throughout the years, although the less we talk about the giant birthday cake castle, probably the better we're all off.
That was, I remember that, and that was, I'm like, that's a choice.
Yes, it was. Or that time Stitch toilet papered the castle.
Okay, that's funny because it's Stitch.
Yeah. So, but yeah. So yeah, that is just a little bit of some of the things that they announced at at Destination D23. So some of it we already know. It's just them touching base with things that are happening, like the Monsters Inc. stuff going in at the studios and that sort of thing. So, but yeah, good stuff. Good stuff. Oh, all right. Slightly closer to home, or at least closer on the calendar, for a good number of stuff, is Salt Lake Fan X, because even a month out, they cannot stop. Apparently.
No, they can't. I feel like okay.
Like we covered quite a bit last episode.
I was gonna say, I was looking over the list and I'm like, hey, what all have we talked about, what haven't? But yes.
Yeah, like Kihei Quad and the like.
We're having a
Tate
10th
and
Doctor era reunion. Holy cow.
Yeah.
We got Shatner, people like Danny Elfman, and we've got some Lord of the Rings people in here. I'm kind of excited about David Wenham, Miranda Otto, Faramir, and Eowyn, respectively. Not read the book Lord of the Rings, and the relationship between Faramir and Eowyn is just brilliant. So lots of really, really great, a bit of a hocus pocus reunion. And
it's like they managed to get one person from like an IP, and then they're like looking like, well, who else can we get that's also part of this?
They're
like completionists. Like, how can we complete the set?
Or maybe the set actor or actress are telling their agents like, hey, let Fan X know I'm free that weekend.
Right. I know. They're just kind of like, hey, they call up all their friends or people they've worked with and say, look, we're come and enjoy the weekend.
It's like we can't get just like one wrestler. We have to get like 12.
And all the wrestlers. And then of course I'm like a little giddy about this, and I cannot promise I will keep it together if I am able to go meet him. One of the voice actors. Well, there's always lots of voice actors.
Which voice actor?
Robbie Damon is going to be there.
Play rollies with him. Play rollies with him.
Well, now, see, I know him. He's the new voice of Tuxedo Mask from the new Sailor Moon reboot, and I'm like, if we can't get any of the original voice actors, I'll take him.
Yep. Make sure you take a D20.
I mean, yes, he wasn't the voice that I grew up with initially, but oh my goodness, that character!
I'm excited for you.
Has my heart.
Maybe for slightly different reasons. Chrissy's like Tuxedo Mask, and Holly's over here like,
critical role.
That's just a dragon's critical role.
I am on the Sailor Moon with him for Tuxedo, but I'm more critical.
I understand, and I get that. You guys just kind of don't well, maybe you do. Maybe you do understand, because I'm just sort of a blah all over. But that character was just my favorite. And they did him so much.
The childhood, your early childhood crushes.
Yes.
Run deep and run long. It's like when I finally got to meet Jason David Frank.
Yeah. You're kind of like, 14-year-old me is gonna be just like, hi.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
You know, and it's like, look, I'm a grown ass 40-year-old woman, but there is still that part of me that remembers.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, even though it's kind of an interesting situation, but yeah, they've got some really great guests. Ben Barnes, if you're familiar with, he played Prince Caspian in the Chronicles of Narnia, but he's also been in other things, and oof, he's fun too. Michael Rooker is coming to visit as well. I always have to, and we're kind of having a little mini National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, because like we got Chevy Chase and Randy Quaid gonna be there. I'm always amused like how some of these actors from like older movies and shows, you know, Barbara Eden, I Dream of Jeannie, you know, for that sort of era, like these conventions.
And I'm a little surprised it's Randy Quaid. Maybe he got his legal situations all taken care of. The last I heard, that was still up in the air.
Yeah. Last time anybody ever mentioned him, he was living outside the United States, because the minute he set foot on American soil, he was going to get up behind bars.
Yeah.
So,
apparently he is
for tax evasion.
Apparently things are on the up and up. So because he's making the con circuit, although I don't know how I feel about Chevy Chase, but we'll see.
Yeah.
We will see.
See, it depends on how, you know, whether he's having a good behavior day. That
hopefully he's got some. Anyway, but no, it's a pretty good cross section of fandoms and things, and you know, there are some that I'm like, I'm not sure who that person is, but you know what, somebody is going to be excited that they're there, so you know.
Oh yeah.
So, yeah, so it's toward the end of next month, so yeah, if you haven't got tickets, I mean, we got ours. We're excited. The kids are seeing all the billboards and stuff going up. They're like, "Mommy, when is it FanX?" And Lottie even has a cosplay that she and Jared are gonna do. It is okay. Jared, there's a game place. It's called Zenless Zone Zero. I don't know a ton about it, but it's like one of those, like, you collect different characters. They have a backstory and you do things. Well, there's this girl. She's a bunny girl, so that kind of tells you something. And there's like, her backstory is all super. A lot of the backstories are super tragic and everything. Well, but it's Lottie's favorite character because she's really tough and she's a bunny. Lottie loves bunnies. She's got her favorite stuffy is a bunny. She's got pictures of bunnies in her room. She loves bunnies. So there's in the flashback, you see this bunny girl is like this cute little sort of schoolgirl type. So they found the pieces for that. So he's gonna do that, and then Jared is gonna play the dad bunny. He just has to wear a suit and a headband with bunny ears on it. And it's gonna be cute. There will be pictures. I don't know if people are. I mean, there'll be people who get it if you know, because apparently this game is very, very popular. I'm kind of like, oh, that's another fighting game that you do. But Lottie, what Jared will do is he will have Lottie roll. It's like, you know, she clicks the button so he can get good characters, because apparently she has very good luck and gets him the best characters. Made it into this thing like, oh, this next character's coming out, and they have like a video of the intro and all this stuff, and they're like, Lottie, do you want to help me get this? And she gets so excited. So they're gonna cosplay for sure. I haven't decided if Alex might just wear his, you know, Mario or Luigi thing. I would guess I would probably put on my Princess Daisy dress, maybe, or something. I don't know. I haven't really thought up to that point, but nope, we're excited. FanX is going to be a good time, and even if we just end up, you know, walking the con floor, we'll see. But yeah,
the kids get a kick out of it. So
the kids love it. They're, you know, I mean, last year after we got home, after it was all over, they're like, "Mommy, when can we go to FanX next?" I'm like, "Well,
they've been waiting ages for this to come around again." So
yes,
almost like Christmas 2.0.
Pretty much. So So yeah, they love it. I mean, even there are times when I'm kind of like, oh, I've been, we're going every year for so long, and like, what, is there anything new? Is there anything this? But then I take them, and they have fun, so I'm like, okay, this is good.
Mm-hmm.
It is a lot of fun with little kids. It is a lot more planning and a lot more, thought goes into what you need and whatnot. But it's worth it to see their excitement.
Mm-hmm. Good times, good times.
Yes.
And then for me, I still have GalaxyCon over in Columbus in December.
They
as
dropped a few
usual.
announcements.
Yes, I would say so. Oh my god, this. Oh my god. Why does this one have to be the same month as Christmas? Oh my god, I'm gonna be spending so much money. Oh my god. So
Did you buy lottery tickets?
I really should, yeah, because it's like, thankfully some of these I do have autographs and or pictures, so I don't need to spend the money again.
Yay!
Because like Jodie Whittaker is coming back. I've been there, done that. We're good. So
right.
Weird Al, I don't need another autograph from Weird Al. I have 3 at this point.
Just stop by and say hi, though.
Yeah. Well, yeah, like we're still gonna do a picture. We got a new theme for this year. Last year we did the box of starving crazed weasels. So we do have a plan for a photo. So we're still doing the photo op with Weird Al. But we just don't need to do the autograph thing again. So, but some of these, it's like, oh, okay. So, like Simon Pegg, hello.
Yeah.
Fair.
He's kind of
he's in multiple IPs.
He's in everything. So it's like, oh my god, what am I gonna have him sign?
Is more the Star question. Trek, who other things.
Yeah, exactly. I'll probably just have him do Doctor Who. Just yeah. Like even if you've even tangentially been in Doctor Who, like it's like this is
you're part of that tribe.
Yes, just a little bit. So for oh my god, Rocky Horror, Susan Sarandon. So we're gonna have Brad and Janet. Plus Patricia Quinn and Nell Campbell.
Ooh.
So it's like, yes, please. So Giancarlo Esposito, hello.
Yes.
He's
Once Upon a Time, Star Wars.
Among other things. Moff Gideon and the Mandalorian. So he's in the MCU, so boom,
no, that's
there.
Right. Yep.
So y'all. Goodness gracious. I'm not a Twilight fan, so these people are lost on me. So of course, Carrie Elwes. We have to have Wesley. Yeah. So I'm not sure how I'm gonna get her autograph, but Peggy the dog, aka Dogpool.
Oh, stamper pad.
Yeah, probably with dog safe ink. So
yep.
Probably. So that'll be fun to add that to my collection.
Yes. Yes. You gotta or try to at least.
Yeah. So Billy Piper. Hello.
Hello,
Rose Tyler.
Yes.
So, yeah, that's I'm so excited. So
slight tangent though, I forgot to mention. So last night Lottie and I sat down and watched The Princess Bride.
Oh, did you like it?
She liked it. There were some spots where there was a little too scary, like the fire swamp. We had to skip.
Of course, yeah. Rode in some unusual size weight on that one.
But So after Wesley, Fezzik and Inigo find Wesley in the pit of despair, and he's dead. She burst into tears and ran from the room.
Oh, baby.
And I was like, I had to pause it, like, no, come back.
It's okay. Happy ending.
Okay.
Happy ending.
Yeah, and it was like, because in that scene right afterward, they have the grandson. He's like, no, wait, Wesley can't be dead. He just can't. He's got all that, and he's protesting, and the grandpa has to say, like, just let me finish it. I'm like, I was doing the same thing with my dad, and I'm like, look, this next scene, he's gonna be okay. I promise, he's gonna be okay. This next scene is one of the funniest in the whole show. It's okay.
Trust Mama.
So I was like sitting there just being so grateful that they follow that up with Miracle Max.
Yes.
But yeah, no, she enjoyed it, although I think she's still kind of like trying to figure out what she liked about it. Luckily, it did not give her nightmares. But
that's
yeah,
good.
you mentioned Carrie Ellis, and I'm like, oh yeah, we watched Princess Bride. Lottie and I watched it last night, and she enjoyed it. There were just a few things that I had to explain.
Yep.
I'm
like, sure as soon as she gets older, hopefully the love will deepen.
Well, we that's what started this whole thing, because we were talking about something. She's like, no, I don't like smoochy kiss. It's a joke. And I was like, someday you might not.
This is a kissing movie.
Yes. It's a kissing book.
She did like, Buttercup, and like, oh, this is Pretty Princess, and she's this, and so she's in that mode, and so that part she liked. It's like, look, they're gonna ride away on the pretty horses, and so it was good. That reminded me.
That's funny.
Oh, it is cute.
She's great at conventions.
Yeah. Yep. So, yeah, it's like, it's only September. The convention's not for 3 more months. It's like, oh my God, how many more people are they gonna add? Oh,
Start making your planning now.
oh my God. I'm gonna start digging in the couch cushions for spare change.
That too.
Just because I'm gonna need
get
it.
after the kids with the aluminum cans. Hey, I'll take them.
I guess something.
Gimme.
Like, any way I can make some extra cash between now and then, I'm gonna need to. So,
and hopefully you won't need a time turner.
Gravy.
Hopefully everything will be nicely scheduled, so you'll have plenty of time to get to point A, B, C, and D.
yeah, that's the other thing too. It's like, oh my God, I must spend so much time just standing in line. So it might be the time where I just, bring like a notebook and a pencil with me, and I just start handwriting my book.
There you go.
While I'm waiting in line for all of these celebrities.
It's like, I'm going to be productive.
Effective, yes.
Well, because I know sure as heck I'm not gonna be able to use like Google Docs, because you can't get a damn signal in there. So
yeah. I mean, you kind of can work offline, but in order to save stuff, you kind of need to be online.
Yeah, I kind of need to be able to connect to the cloud to save what the hell I'm doing. So
exactly.
Yeah, because losing all that, you might
not good.
No.
Yeah.
Know that feeling.
Yep. So, oh my. Okay. Well, there's that. And then in your feeds, we have the latest entry episode for Gold Standard, the Oscars podcast, where it's once again it's just Nick and I, because unfortunately Zan was still ill. I think she's feeling better finally. But Nick and I discussed the Jordan Peele's debut as a director, Get Out. So which make for quite the discussion, to put it mildly. So to put it just a little mildly. So But that is in the feeds for you. And then, yes, it is September 1st. First day back to Hogwarts, among other things.
Yeah.
But that also means new month, so book club updates.
Alrighty. Well, book of the month for this month is Planet of the Rani. Stay tuned for incoming. And
I may just link this episode in Goodreads.
Yeah. And then our October poll is we got Frida Kahlo and the Skull Children, Charles Darwin and the Silurian Survival, Doctor Who and One Night Only, and Doctor Who and the Sandman. So those are our choices for October.
Which the Sandman it's a Colin Baker story.
Yes. Mm-hmm. And it's also
a weird one.
Yep. Well, I was trying to go with something spooky with it being for the month of October.
Yeah. It is spooky. Yeah, it's weird.
I'm not sure about the other three, but I just like.
I probably should listen to it again with like headphones on, because I listened to it in the car, and I think just even with a decent sound system, road noise and everything, and trying to concentrate on driving, I think I missed some things. So
I mean, it's in the Sixth Doctor and Evelyn,
Yeah.
So I kind of think I have an idea which direction you're gonna lean.
Yeah.
Yep.
So. Yep. So there's.
I know you love each Doctor equally, but you lean more towards one.
Yeah. Equally, but not.
Yeah.
So there is that. And then we do have some feedback from Shalane.
Yay.
And she says, another Marvel character I forgot to mention with the same first and last name and letter is Bucky Barnes, along with Victor Von Doom, kind of, and Wade Wilson. Well, we can never forget Wade Wilson. Deadpool would never let us forget it. So, speaking of the 2005 Fantastic Four, there are several other movies celebrating big anniversaries this year. They're getting re-released in theaters. Yep. Like Apollo 13, Babe, Clueless, Batman Begins, Toy Story, Casper, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles from 1990, and Back to the Future Part 1. Yes, we just watched the 40th anniversary release trailer for Back to the Future on YouTube last night. So, because Chauncey was like, "What's this?" And I'm like, "It's the 40th anniversary. It's going to be October."
Yep.
Yeah, it's October 1985. 40 years later, it's October 2025. So, so we've moved further in the future than Marty did traveling to the past.
Wrap your mind around that one.
Yeah.
No.
He only traveled 30 years in the past. We are now 40 years in the future. So take that and have your tire automatically tying shoelaces.
Auto dry jacket.
Yeah. Take that sports almanac and stick it somewhere. So, yeah. Let's see. I've only seen Terrence Stamp and Eddie Murphy's Haunted Mansion. Yes, 3 stars from the vacation movies are coming to Salt Lake Fan X this year. Chevy Chase, Randy Quaid, and Beverly D'Angelo. Looks like they're even doing a panel together. What's next? The 3 Amigos? That would be awesome.
That would be awesome.
Yeah, I still think Chevy Chase needs to appear on Only Murders in the Building, along with Diane Keaton. She would be fabulous.
Yes.
I was also surprised by the announcement that Danny Elfman is coming to Fan X. I don't think a composer has ever been a guest before. Who knows? Maybe after Alan Menken or Lin-Manuel Miranda could be next. I don't know about Lin-Manuel. Well, I would say Lin-Manuel Miranda could cause
session.
I was gonna say Lin-Manuel Miranda would cause probably a commotion, but I mean, you already got David Tennant, and I'm pretty sure he causes the biggest commotion out of anybody. So
Probably yes.
Yeah.
And speaking of only murders in the building, one of the guests, Beanie Feldstein, played Fanny Bryce on the Broadway revival of Funny Girl. She did. Going back to Salt Lake Fan X, since Ki Hei Kwan was announced, they also just announced Sean Astin, so we'll have two Goonies at Fan X this year. Also, since the Goonies is also celebrating a big anniversary, I'll be very patient, waiting for you girls to talk about it. Also, since Salt Lake Fan X has already hosted Carrie Fisher before she passed on Mark Hamill, I think it'll be hard to ever get Harrison Ford as guest there. Yes. Harrison Ford has done a lot of things said he would never do, but that might be one step just a bit too far for him, I think.
Not enough zeros in the offer for that one, I'm thinking.
No, I don't think so. So it's a nice thought, though. As for Michael Caine, I've seen him in the Dark Knight trilogy, Miss Congeniality, The Christmas Carol, Second in Lions, Romeo and Juliet, Cars 2, Inception, Interstellar. Now you see me in Bewitched. He's now officially retired. Yes, he is. Speaking of the Muppets, I can't remember if I've said this before. We girls have talked about all of the Muppet movies based on classic novels: A Christmas Carol, Treasure Island, and Wizard of Oz on your Wizard of Oz episode. Movies I've seen Rowan Atkinson are The Lion King, the live-action Scooby-Doo movies, The Witches, and of course, the Mr. Bean TV series. And speaking of Dunkirk, I'm guessing you'll probably talk about war movies on Gold Standard at some point, as opposed to this podcast, such as Pearl Harbor, 1917, War Horse, Bridge of Spies, Glory. I don't want to watch any of those. Well, I've seen 1917. That one I would watch again. I don't want to watch any of those. And even Tropic Thunder with Robert Downey Jr., Jack Black, and Ben Stiller. That I would watch. Sorry, Rachel, I know you're not into war movies. That is true. I think the only war movies you enjoy are the MCU, Star Wars, Harry Potter, and Lord of the Rings. That is true. Yes. Do I want to watch Pearl Harbor or The Patriot? No. Give me the Battle of Helm's Deep any day. So it's not that I'm against battles. It's just, there's so many war movies, especially when they're based on actual history. They just all end up being the same movie. Just from it's like you took a bunch of cameras and filmed them in real life and then just split them up. Like this happened. This is the footage that happened for the people that happen to have a camera at this location on this day. And here's the footage from people who happen to have a camera at this location on this day. So yeah, in general, I just do not like war movies. So not my thing, but that is okay. I understand there is a market. I'm just not the intended person for it. That's all. Well, thank you, Shalane, for your feedback, as always. So we shall move on to this week's main topic because somebody's got a birthday coming up.
Yes, I do.
Probably
Very,
faster
very
than
happy
she'd probably like to think about it, but what are you going to do?
Yeah. It happens every single year, right around
I
this
know.
time.
Amazing how that works. So it was Holly's turn to pick a Big Finish audio for us to listen to and review, and continuing the theme, thanks to her glorious return and then lackluster exit from television. The Rani, since we already did her first Big Finish audio with the Rani Elite. We are doing the other, at the moment, only other Big Finish audio to feature the Rani, the Time Lady, known as the Rani, because there actually is another Doctor Who character known as Rani.
Yes.
It's not the Rani. We are doing number 205 planet of the Rani.
Coming soon from Big Finish Productions, Doctor Who, Planet of the Rani.
She's a tyrant.
But she's a prisoner here, yes?
Death to the Rani on the walls. Well, someone's been having a riot.
Well, she is still here. Not out on the loose, causing your own inimitable brand of mayhem across the galaxy.
And that woman, she was there. The Rani.
Next you'll be telling me she's completely reformed. Where is she?
What are you doing here?
Where's the doctor? I insist you take us to him now.
No.
And the Rani, wherever she is.
Surely you haven't let her go.
Don't fret, Doctor. I'm still here.
Big Finish. We love stories.
Which is another Sixth Doctor. So we've got Colin Baker returning as the Doctor. Not Nicola Bryant this time around, or this episode, or this story. Instead, we have Miranda Raison as Constant Clark, who had just made her debut in I think one story before this, I think. Thereabouts.
I think so.
Which we did not listen to, but that's okay. We do get a little bit of her backstory in this. So even if you have not listened to her
intro
debut, her intro, that you can get, you're not going to be completely lost. So that is but yeah, new companion, and of course Miss Redmond as this iteration of the Rani. So this is essentially as far as where we last heard the Rani, this picks up essentially right after the Rani Elite, but it's been 97 years.
Right.
For her.
Yeah.
So where she's been in jail.
Yeah. You forget me, Doctor.
Yeah. Well, he did not forget her. He put her exactly where he meant to put her.
Exactly, yes.
In prison.
No, I didn't forget you. Exactly where you were.
Yes, if you put the Rani in an enclosed space, she's not gonna just sit there. She's too smart for that. She's gonna sit there and plan and scheme and do all the things that make her so dangerous in the first place.
She's almost like River Song.
In a way.
Lethal.
In a way. So by the time that the Doctor, well, in this case, Miss Clark, Mrs. Clark, his companion, Constance, bothers to check his inbox and realizes how many emails he has missed coming from said penitentiary, that he really needs to show up so they can talk about potential parole.
She's gotta get sprung. Do you want her released?
Yeah,
No.
except the last time they emailed him was for her at her 50th mark, like, her 50th year. And it has now been what did the guy say? He's like, that was 19 years ago or something like that. So
and the Doctor's like, I'm here, let's talk about it. And
he's like, I was busy. Yeah, like, yes, you were. You very busy Doctor.
Yeah, statutes and limitations quickly running out.
Yes. So yeah, this is, I mean, it's the Rani doing what the Rani does best, and that is manipulate and meddle and play mad scientist in this case.
And we also find out that the Sixth Doctor way back when was a little bit of a mad
little
scientists
bit of
as well.
the little bit of a loose cannon. So
Yeah.
I mean, especially from these Big Finish audios, the more we learn when the Doctor encounters people that he knew when he was in the academy, like the Rani, like the Master, and their references to or even people that he didn't necessarily go to the academy with them, but they all went through the same schooling system. The more we learn about the academy, the more I'm thinking that this school is about as run as efficiently as Hogwarts, honestly.
Pretty much,
I
yeah.
mean, you got the Rani running around being bad scientist. We we find out that the Doctor is just left to his own devices to experiment himself. Even in his case, it wasn't necessarily nefarious, unlike the Rani, where anytime she does anything, it's with an agenda. In this case, the Doctor, I think, was just experimenting because that's what you do when you're in school. And you take science classes and this stuff. Is
and
you
he
experiment.
realized it wasn't good, and is like, I better get rid of this. And the Rani's like, ooh, let me save that for later.
Mm-hmm.
If I
But
put,
like
if I
even
put this chemical with this chemical, is it going to cause poison gas or is it going to glow? Let's find out.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
Can we make more evil Powerpuff Girls, please and thank you?
Yeah. That's a little bit what it's like. But it's like even with like what we learned about with like Omega, and his time at the academy and the like. So it's like, like is anybody actually like properly like trying to teach these time tots, these students, or are you just letting them run wild doing whatever the hell they want? Because it seems more like column B than column A.
Column A, yeah, exactly. Column B is kind of winning.
Mm-hmm.
They haven't gotten into the Thunderdome situation yet, so I don't think they're hitting the panic button.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know what it. I don't know. Just saying, Big Finish. We kind of need some answers here. Like, who the hell is actually in charge of the academy?
New
Right
series,
now,
new series for you.
Yeah, because right now it seems like nobody was ever in charge when any of these Time Lords went through.
Unless Rani got a hold of the kitchen and she did an experiment with the tea and that didn't turn out too well.
I have no idea. But it's like, we get the Rani weaseling her way to becoming essentially second in command at this prison and using her scientific wits to figure out a way to time travel without a TARDIS. And
inmate running the asylum.
Yeah, essentially. And if that's not bad enough, once she escapes, she goes right back to the planet where everything started. So poor Gloria. So and we find out that thankfully the Doctor is able to send her back to Miasmagoria, not when she wanted, but later, so that the planet is kind of taking care of itself in the time that she's been gone from this particular location. But her experiments, I guess, failed except for one. And that is why, Holly, I said I had a bone to pick with you. Thank goodness this is audio. And they don't necessarily linger on it too much. But why in the hell did you not tell me there's giant cockroaches in this story?
I forgot. I forgot.
The clicking and clacking noises are enough to.
I mean,
Yeah.
I clocked the clicking and clacking sounds and was wondering. And it wasn't until they managed to turn the proverbial lights on to do the grand reveal that the so-called prince of this planet is a giant effing cockroach. It's somebody did not warn me.
I'm sorry, I slipped on it. I know I had
Again,
one job.
Thankfully, it was audio and they
Yes,
don't
and not
linger on
video.
it too much.
Too long, yes.
But still.
My apologies.
Y'all know how I feel about bugs.
I know. I don't
like them. So I'm mostly messing with you, but yeah, I did have to be. I did have to rub it in a little. Yeah,
I know you had to. Yes, because I'm usually very good at warning you. Like I said,
yeah. Anytime I'm consuming anything, and you know that there are bugs included. Yeah, you're usually pretty good at warning me. So, but yeah. So yeah, those that have issues with bugs, even just like clicky clacky bug type sounds, you may want to skip this one. Oh, it doesn't necessarily play a big role in it, other than it's cockroach, but it's battle armor that makes them look. At least it makes a prince look like a cockroach, but he can get out of it and go back to, being looking
human.
more and presumably like a human, 2 legs and 2 arms and no antenna. His legion of cockroaches, maybe not so much. But yeah. But that being said, it was fun to have this prince Raj Kanu, who essentially is the Rani's child.
Yeah.
In a way.
When I heard that, I was like, wait, what?
Yeah. But like his animosity towards her, like I just love that he's like, mother. Yeah.
Mother, yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, because Rani does not have a maternal bone in her entire body whatsoever.
She's not going to be winning any Mother of the Year awards.
No. Oh, no. Like there's like a half second there where it's just like she's slightly concerned about his well-being. But that she has that moment and then she moves on.
Quickly, yeah. Like, okay, you're not bleeding from anywhere. Okay, you're conscious. Okay, we're good.
Yeah. Like, okay, that's nice. Move on.
Yes. Mummy's busy, sweetheart.
Yeah. Very. Mummy doesn't want to be a mummy.
Right.
Like, look, you're grown. You figured out how to feed yourself and all that fun stuff. You're fine. Go on, go play. Except he wants to be ruler. She wants to take her throne back, and that ends up giving us a battle of wills, essentially. But yeah, it's I will say, because like we don't, we talked about this when we talked about the Rani Elite, that this was our return to the Rani after Kato Mara had passed. The Rani we'd only had in the television series for 2 episodes plus that one short that nobody likes to talk about except for me. to take over a role like this, who Kate made such a mark in just two stories.
Yeah.
With Mark of the Rani and the Time of the Rani, and to have someone step in, and obviously everyone there's the Big Finish audio has some lovely behind the scenes stuff
Yes.
if you continue to listen even after the audio's over. And Colin himself even says, I'm paraphrasing because I don't, can't quote him exactly, but essentially talking about how this version of the Rani is still very much the Rani, but it's this person's take on it because of regeneration and everything. He's like, it's very much like playing the Doctor, that it's the same character, but with each incarnation, you're going to get a slightly different version of said character, and therefore it makes them unpredictable, which in the Ronnie's case is very dangerous. Because you got a loose cannon there. But yeah, especially for Colin to say that, granted this was his second outing with this this incarnation of the Rani, but
I would love to see more of this incarnation.
I believe that's something we brought up several times when reviewing the Rani Elite. It's like, okay, why do we only have two?
Yeah.
And it's been a decade since we got these.
Hello, Big Finish.
So, I mean, this was, let's see here. Yeah, this was originally released October of 2015. So it's been almost a decade. It is out of print, so you can only get, at least through Big Finish directly, you can only get digital downloads of the story. Now, if you find secondary markets, you might be able to find the CD copy, but you're not going to be able to get the CD from Big Finish. But yeah, the fact that it's been a decade and we have not had this character come back is a little odd. So although I do wonder now that we've had the Rani return to TV, if that might not be a little kick in the pants for them.
Right. Because I would love to see her, and then I would love to see a transition. Or, this just popped into my mind. Okay, we've had the three Doctors. How about the three Ranis?
Yeah.
Her, Anita, and then the one that generated from Anita Dobson.
Yeah.
Those. Ooh, that would be fun.
Yeah. That could be interesting, especially considering we don't know where the Mrs. Flood Rani falls as far as the Rani's regeneration cycle and count. So, I mean, the Kate O'Mara version, we don't even necessarily know
if that's the OG.
The OG, or if that's, not. So,
for all we know, Anita Dobson could be the OG and Kate O'Mara, but who knows? But in my mind, Kate O'Mara is the OG.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's the thing, is we don't know, because the Rani has been so underused that the timeline is very open to play around.
More open than the Master. The Master, we've gotten enough background about him that he's more dialed in, and we can
Yeah.
kind of make tracks. But with Rani,
Yeah, it's a lot more dialed in as far as timelines are concerned. So that is true. Although even with the Master, we don't know where Missy falls.
True.
As far as John Sim is concerned. So.
Oh, good Lord.
Yeah.
The three Ronnies meet Missy.
Yeah.
Well,
really, we just need any whether it's this version of the Rani or Mrs. Flood or
to meet Missy. Just chaos inducing.
Oh my god. Because it would not be the first time that the Master and the Rani have crossed paths. I mean, there's a reason that Mark and the Rani is one of my favorite stories. So I'm a sucker for a multi-time lord story. It doesn't matter if it's the Doctor or another Time Lord. So.
Big Finish, if you're listening, you're welcome. Please.
Yes. Once again, we are giving you all of this for free.
Yep.
We want it done. Or if there's any fanfic authors out there who have written what we have mentioned, please send links.
Yes, really. Yeah.
That's probably your best bet at this point.
Yep. Yeah. So, but I mean, all things considering, I don't, this is another Big Finish where it's just a fun little.
It's a fun little romp.
It's a fun little romp. It's not anything, like I said, it's at least in my case, it was an introduction to a new companion with Constance, who comes from the 1940s, World War II.
I know, there's a stretch of stories. Like, as I was listening to this one, I was like, okay, I need to go listen to all her intro stories, because she is not who I thought she was. I thought she was.
Yeah. Crisscross. That was the audio she was introduced in. So.
Yeah, so I'm like, oh, I gotta work this out. But, I enjoyed her. I liked her quite a bit. But yeah, I was like, I need to see what her origin was. Like, what are you doing here?
Yeah. Yeah, she is she's doing her part in the war effort, and something happens with her husband. He goes missing, and for some reason they think that she maybe is, there's some questions about her, her husband's disappearance, and how that
done it, but
how that and how that may be part of the bigger war, with the Germans and all that fun stuff. And before she gets dragged off essentially to like a military tribunal to be questioned, she takes off with the Doctor and the TARDIS. So that's kind of all we get when asked about her backstory in this audio. So you would have to go and listen to that one to be able to find out more.
Yeah. And I checked her first appearance is called The End of the Line, and it features the Veil Yard. I'm probably gonna have to be looking that one up.
There you go.
Yes, please.
Another one is like, ooh, Veil Yard. Hey, you're speaking my language.
I mean, I'm the let's say we're done with birthdays for the year, so I'm up next.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put that down for February.
There we go.
Then. Noted.
Go track that one down.
Yep. But yeah, this is just it's another fun romp. It's a a not an introduction technically to a new companion if you are listening, I guess, to all of Colin Baker's audios and not jumping around like I do. Like
sure.
we do. So but like I said, the what little backstory you would get is just enough to be like, oh, okay, there's more there, which is good for Big Finish because then people are going to be like, well, we are right now. We're like, oh, I'm gonna have to go listen to that.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And the others. So
and
that is how the whole thing works.
Just an FYI that that end of the line, it looks like it's a part of the compilation called Doctor Who: The Last Adventure.
Mm.
Oh.
And it's the whole Vale Yard. It's a whole Vale Yard run.
Yeah.
I think this was the one you were dragging your feet wanting to listen to.
Just say it. I don't have to listen to the last one quite yet.
True. It
Just
at least
saying.
the end of the line, at least it's the very first story in that The Last Adventure.
Yeah. So I'm gonna be dragging my feet on that one for a long time if I can help it. So
I know.
One of these days,
Mm-hmm.
somebody's gonna be like, "Okay, Rachel, it's time." I'm like, ah. And I'll be like, David Tennant, I don't want to go.
I don't want to go. I don't want to go. I don't want to do this.
Mm-hmm.
No.
So, but for now, that is a future me problem.
Yep.
Oh, anybody got anything else they want to say about this? I mean, I can wax poetic about the Rani and how amazing of a character she is.
If you're looking for Rani content, this will fill the itch.
Does a very good job with it too. So
Yep.
Hopefully Big Finish. That's like we were saying. We want more.
Yes.
Gets these people back, please.
Mhm.
Exactly.
Well, if that's it, if any of our listeners want to chime in on their thoughts on this Big Finish audio or any of the topics we touched on today, and we did a lot of convention updates and such, please send us some feedback and share those thoughts with us. Our email address is fiveishfangirls@gmail.com. You can also visit our website, which is thefiveishfangirls.com. There's links to our social media, to our Patreon. You can leave comments and check out the show notes. We've got links in there for different things and find ways to support the podcast. And thank you again for all of our listeners, those that interact with us on social media or all those other things. Greatly appreciated. Thank you for your support and thank you for listening. And we'll talk to you another day.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I got.
Yep. Good stuff. Alrighty. Well, with that, we shall sign off for this week.
This is Brittany and Bangle saying goodnight.
Chrissy saying goodnight from Salt Lake City.
This is Sally from Wisconsin saying good evening.
And this is Rachel in Indianapolis, Indiana. You kept me waiting 97 years, Doctor. There have been 13 prison governors here since you had me incarcerated. Some lasted longer than others. 2 actually died at that desk. Thank you, our Fiveish fam, for joining us on this week's geeky journey. If you enjoyed the show, don't forget to subscribe, rate, and review. Stay connected with us on our website, thefiveishfangirls.com, and follow us on most social media with @FiveishFangirls. Plus, check out our nonprofit, Fangirls Give Back, to see how we're making a positive impact in our community. Until next time, stay nerdy and let the squee continue.